Welcome back, everyone, to Cut the Nets. Kevin and Brady are here with you. We are just going to do a pretty in-depth recap of the games over the past week. We had a lot of ranked matchups. We had some 40-point performances. We had some upsets. There was a lot of exciting stuff go on, and also it is changing draft trajectories, and people are moving up, people are moving down. We'll start with Saturday, January 24th, which was just this past Saturday. There was a lot that went down, but I just want to give you the floor, Brady, and check in, see how you are, how you've been, and what's been on your mind in terms of the basketball world.
Doing well. Spent all Saturday watching college ball. Then was blessed to spend all Monday after my classes watching college ball. Tuesday also didn't disappoint. So I've been liking these not only Saturday but good slates on Monday, Tuesday. But I need my Wolverines to get back on that Saturday slate. It's gonna be the second week in a row that they have a Monday then a Friday. Both these games they have this week are big time ranked matchups, and they don't get the Saturday window. But no, I've been having fun watching college ball.
The Michigan-Nebraska game from this Monday, obviously we'll get there. We'll talk about it. It was probably, in terms of talent or ranked teams, the best matchup of the whole week. Saturday, though, we had three 40-point performances by three lottery picks. Safe to call Keaton Wagler a lottery pick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Gotta be.
Keaton Wagler had 46, and Illinois upset Purdue 88 to 82. Kingston Flemings had 42
In a
in a
loss.
loss to Texas Tech because JT Toppin went 30 and 10 or
Or he
whatever it
just did the
was.
same thing. No, it's
It was
always more than
enough.
that. It's exactly 31. It's exactly like 13 rebounds every single
Yeah.
time.
And then at night, AJ DeBonsta, 43. BYU beats Utah handedly at home like they should. But we can go back to this Illinois Purdue matchup. I texted Brady earlier before it started. I texted him Illinois outright. I
You should
didn't I didn't really believe it, mostly because I didn't think it was going to be 46 from the best player. But these two teams might be more similar than where their AP ranks had them on Saturday morning.
Yeah, I mean, Purdue just dropped his second one that we're not there yet, obviously, but we didn't know they would have even two losses ever going into this game. Forget about them now being at three. You did text me, I'll give that to you. A shorthanded, relatively speaking, and quite literally, because Boswell hurt his hand, hurt his wrist, something like that. Shorthanded Illinois team on the road against the spread. And you texted me money line. And so I live with someone who's a huge Illinois fan, as you know, went to him and he said, not my money, and it should have been his money. You were all over it. I mean, I'm sure you didn't know you'd be getting 46 and whatever
Right.
from who you
An
bet on.
assist, four
But
assists. It was only two missed field goals, or no,
yeah,
two
I
missed
saw
threes.
that.
Something insane.
He was like 12 for 15 or something and had a zillion points. Like that's really, really different. And he's like a good build, nicely built 1.5. I think he's playing the one now because
Yeah.
obviously Boswell's out, whatever. Andrej, you stretch him to the 2, 3 instead of, but yeah, he can ball. He flat out balls.
Illinois has got a little bit of a group to them because they have Andrej Stojakovic. He did not play well in this game. He didn't get the chance to shoot that many times, but he has shown some secondary scoring abilities. They have the Visic brothers who are not the
Only one's
best.
good.
Yeah, they're not the best guys in the country. Tomislav is the good one.
Mhm.
And but they have like
They have all these guys that like want to go out there, all foreign, like Mamimovic or what. I don't
all
even.
for
I'm
it.
making this up, but I know there's one with an M.
Markovic.
Yeah, they got the dude with the long hair that they throw in. It's like a little spark plug. He hits one big corner three a game. Stuff like that. I saw one of the European guys said he was injured, questionable before the game. Said if he didn't play and they lost, that he would kill himself. Now, that's like, honestly, you're stretching it there. You're very poorly media trained, but that's
Yeah,
what the fans want to see there. I mean, I would
yeah.
run through a wall for that guy right there to be saying that. I wish Michigan had a little bit of that instead of, but we'll get to that. But that's like a cool, like, this team's built well. It's a matter of their star power, clearly 46, probably definitely best performance of the whole entire year. So I can't say they don't have star power, evidently, but we'll see down the line.
It's also good for Keaton's draft stock because I think the thing everyone felt most confident about was the shooting ability to translate,
Mm,
especially at his length. And now he's getting the chance to be on the ball a little bit more. It's clearly going well for him as a lead ball handler.
he's
And
good.
at he's 6'6", longer, the NBA will just salivate over that kind of guy.
Yeah, the teams that need a guard but aren't in dire need of it being a one are gonna just swipe this guy up.
Mhm.
'Cause he's already the two that is playing the one in college. That's literally a dream. You don't have to change anything.
And Purdue has shown that they're human. Fletcher Lawyer almost looks worse.
I was on Twitter yesterday. They are smoking Fletcher Lawyer. But yeah,
Yeah.
that I haven't watched, but I haven't been paying attention to Fletcher Lawyer to speak on him. But they are ripping him to smithereens. There are tweets like, "Hi, this is Fletcher Lawyer. I gamble on every single game and bet on every single game." And then
Yeah.
um,
Braden Smith was really good in this game.
yeah, it was like 30 and 12 or something.
Yeah, he's always good. Trey Kaufman-Renn, not great. He just doesn't have the same effect as like a super dominant front court piece. He's so limited. He's not very big.
They would have drafted him if he was, I mean, no disrespect, because he can still get his 16 and 8. They would have drafted him if they thought he was like shimmy dream shaking and whatever, and then getting to his spot like a pro. He's not.
Yeah, he's not a pro.
No.
The
What
Houston
else?
Texas Tech game, if you're willing to move on here.
Absolutely.
42 from Kingston Flemings in a loss. JT Toppin, like you said, I got it at 31 and 12
That's what I literally said, maybe.
with 12 and 9 from Christian Anderson and 18 off 5 threes from Donovan Atwell. And at least two or
All the
three of
three.
those Atwell threes within like 5 minutes left in the game.
Mhm. He was in
Big
these
moments.
vibrant pink shoes, and he just takes the same wing three, always smothered, and literally always goes in.
These two teams, I think Houston has a weird type of ceiling on them because when you watch them play offense, it's not super smooth. Like
It's a lot of
they don't really get into sets. There's been a lot of Flemings bailing them out of some things, and we don't know exactly what Chris Sinak is going to do for you on any given day. Is he going to be your rim runner? Is he going to act like he can make some threes on accident? I don't know. I mean, I think he's a good prospect, but in terms of like college championship level big guy, he's just not getting the chance to be
you can
that.
point to him and be like he's a freshman, utilize him, whether he gets drafted 16th or goes back another year or is better than he's still the freshman. And some of these freshmen don't look like freshmen. You're not pointing to Boozer and saying go at him. Like Sanak, you're still pointing at him, and regardless of who's better, obviously Boozer's better, but that's not like what we're talking about here. It's more so he shows that he's a freshman. When some of the other top five stars don't show that they're freshmen, it's like how the hell is whoever getting these shots up? Obviously, Darren Peterson looks like whoever, but there's just there's levels to it slightly amongst the freshmen that's past just the stat sheet.
What's your read on Texas Tech? Because I feel like
They beat everyone. They're
they're
bad loss. They
showing
beat everyone.
they beat Duke earlier before the
Yeah,
year.
that was the one I told you we got back from the gym. I said Duke loses here.
Yeah, because they got a full team of guys that buy in and are in the right place, and they have star power. Like this is a team with the ability to really put a serious run together, I
I
think.
think I gotta either throw them in March or I gotta throw them like in the finals, or I gotta throw them like losing round one sort of thing because that's the type of team they are. If they have it, they have it. No one's gonna be
Yep.
like, it's gonna be one of the one seeds that would have to beat them, the theoretical one seeds. But if they don't have it on a given weekend, I mean they're getting hot at the right time, even though we're a bit early. Like I've seen them drop games that I don't know, I forget exactly who, but they've dropped games that they should have won early in the season.
Yeah, they're gonna be pretty matchup dependent if there's a team that's gonna be able to neutralize the interior presence of Toppin, then they might give themselves a pretty good chance. But that's
Definitely.
up to Selection Sunday, and we can't figure that out really until then.
Yeah, speaking of matchup dependent, there was a Tennessee Alabama game this weekend
Yeah,
on Saturday. Those are two six-loss teams. I think Tennessee picked up another good win the other day. I'm blanking on who, but I know they
they
did.
beat Georgia last night.
Yeah, that's what it was. Georgia by one. I saw they like took a layup when they were down three, sort of thing. It's brilliant. Um, but yeah, Ament was fabulous in this game. Who knew? LeBaron was good. They got that. Alabama got that big new guy. I'm pretty sure these.
Bediako,
Yeah, pretty sure
he
these
played in
juniors.
college 6 years ago for
Yeah,
Alabama.
I know. I don't even like. He's actually my father's age, and we're just throwing him out there. He's bumping these guys around. Like Nate Ament could be in high school right now, and this dude could be literally like a CEO at some business, and they're both playing. That's stupid by itself. LeBaron was great in this game in a loss. Ament was good and it was great in this game in a win. Gillespie's a great player. He's one of your old guards where you point at him and say, "Don't let him get it." I don't care if
Yeah,
he's cold. The inverse of what I was saying with Sanak there.
24.
Yeah. So this just seemed like one of those games could have gone either way. Tennessee wanted it more, sort of thing. Alabama doesn't get any stops and whatnot. So
It was pure, it was offense, defense, and it ended 79-73. If it ended 99-93, Alabama wins
yeah.
because they can outpace it. The scores get that high and you get that many possessions. But if Tennessee's able to slow down these high-powered offenses, then you look at them now. I mean, 6 losses unranked, but you almost feel better about that than some of the other SEC teams in the tournament that are so offense and possession dependent.
No, I agree. I think I'm just checked out on these guys. Like both teams here. How do I? I'm gonna see Alabama in March when I'm penciling it in, be like, how do I not pick these guys? And
Yeah,
so I'm gonna pick them, and I'm not gonna be correct.
yeah. And Tennessee,
I'm.
the star, who's their best player?
It's like,
Gillespie
yeah,
or Mitch
Ment's their
Moore?
best, and Gillespie's their most reliable. Sort of awkward thing where there's a gray area, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm glad Tennessee showed me something with
Yeah,
the win last night. Georgia dropped a gnarly one to Texas.
yeah.
Pretty complete game from Dalen Swain, who is also should be moving up NBA draft boards.
Mhm. Should we move to this Sunday? Mercyhurst picked up a win. Jake Loman, 5 assists, 0 turnovers, 30 minutes. All right, we'll go to Monday now.
Did Jake Loman score?
He wasn't the leading scorer, so I didn't tap into that.
Florida lost to Auburn that day too.
Oh yeah, that was a plus 600. Yeah,
Keyshawn Hall, the big guard,
really nice big guard.
had a magnet.
Loman at 12 and 5.
That's not even bad.
It's really plenty. He could be a
Noon Mass.
he could be whatever he wants.
Yeah,
He,
so on Monday there was
yeah,
one
it was
really
so
good.
random.
There
They
was
just
one
give
really
us
good game and one just really horrible game.
Louisville is literally horrible, and they have all these old guys, all these old shooters. They all want to zip up the three, and they don't like each other. It doesn't look like. And I would have inquired they were well coached. How I don't know.
They took 54 field goals in this game. They finished with 52 points, just for the record. Took 52 field goals, or 54. 34 of those 54 were from three, and they shot 30% from the field in the game. The whole team, three
Yeah,
out of every 10.
yeah. So I watched that game, and they were just no good. And it wasn't that they were smaller. They actually were smaller, but I don't think like physically smaller. They got like all these centers. They just cycle in there. But I was just watching
None were
Duke
good.
do anything. None of them are good.
Pat Gongba, some
He was fine.
decent instincts out there.
I saw him put up like score like eight in a row into a timeout.
Yeah, decent instincts out there. I think Duke's talent is a little overrated off the name value.
Yeah, I agree, but then they do stuff like this. Oh, we gotta unrank Louisville, right? Like
Yeah, for sure.
that's like 7 losses by now.
Yeah, and Duke doesn't lose, so like, who am I to say?
Yeah, Duke lost by 1 point to Texas Tech, and now Texas Tech has beaten everyone else since that game. So
So
therefore, all right.
point and laugh at me again, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know how good their players really are. Isaiah Evans was okay in this game. He went 2 of 8 from three, so
Hopefully
not
be
even.
yeah, no, I don't. He doesn't need to wear green next year.
Yeah, Caleb Foster, fine.
He's the same fine every game where he plays hard defense and comes up with like the game-winning
Yeah,
steal. But this, I don't know. Cam Boozer, I saw a stat. It was like his ninth time this season leading the team in all five major categories or something, or all
he
three, I
did it
think.
this time.
Yeah, there's been like nine of those, but
Yeah, I'm not surprised. They also have, I mean, they get Malik Brown going, they get Komenia in there for better or
Mhm.
for worse. He shot it well in this Louisville game, and they have Caden in there. Like their depth, their postseason rotation is good. It's probably one of the more complete ones in the country, so I will give them that.
Yeah, it might be a little forced, but I don't think it's forced enough to bite them in the end.
Yeah,
Like Caden, like are we throwing Caden out there for 25 a game in March or 25 minutes a game in March? Like maybe it should probably be like 15. But right now he can run if we're gonna beat Louisville by a zillion.
yeah. Now the best playoff ready rotation also
Yeah,
played that
definitely.
day. Arizona, everyone who touches the floor for Arizona is just immediately really good at whatever they need to be really
Yeah,
good
as
at.
a Michigan fan, these dudes are so good at basketball. Like they're way better than everyone right now.
Braden Burries, 29. Jaden Bradley, 26 on five misses.
The issue with them is the Awaka dude, their center, fouls literally everyone every single time down. So
Four
he only
fouls,
gets,
21 minutes.
yeah, he's supposed to play like 40 minutes a game and he fouls out every single game. He gets four and like what is coach gonna do? They have Koa
Yeah,
Pete is good. He's a bit more complete than some of the other freshmen. But less complete than like obviously AJ and whoever he was matched up against today. But no, their guys are good. Like headband dude, Del Orso,
yeah.
not
He didn't
headband
play so
Mohawk.
much in this game. He's good.
Like he's good at defense. I'm seeing zero from him today. Like back from that day back, they got like the foreign dudes that shoot, like the Char whatever, Charchenkonov or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Like
pretty
that.
close, actually.
Yeah, I'm not even like reading it off nothing, but I know his name, something like that. Like he just like snipes every time he's passed to. Braden Berries will go for like 11 in a game that they win by a zillion, and it's like, oh, this dude stings, or and then it's like 30 against BYU. It's like, what do you mean
He doesn't
30?
stink.
Yeah, it's like
He doesn't stink.
how could you just put up 30 when Rob Wright's face guarding you? It makes no sense.
Hey, Cole Pete, I think he's a guy, especially more so than like Native Man or like someone on Alabama. Like he can kind of be the beating drum for a team making a run through March. And he
100%.
has the point guard to do it in Jaden Bradley, who's obviously been in a lot of rooms over his college career.
Yeah,
Kobe Pete has the ability to have big game scoring. If the jumper is there, then the offense
he's
is
really good.
basically unstoppable. And also he can be a defensive anchor when a walk is not on the floor, or a defensive anchor when the Krivas guy is out there just shooting
Yeah.
them. Like
Yeah, no,
this,
there's a difference between like NBA prospect and like being a good player. And this dude's a good player. He just happens to be 6'7" as a 4.5, you know?
yeah,
So that's awkward. But right now, say if he can bump these dudes around or whatever, he's stronger than them in college, that means he's a good player. That means I'm gonna take him because he's the whatever, third option on this team, second option probably. Um, while like that's a good basketball player, regardless of if you want him wearing green or not at pick 12, you know?
yeah. BYU had a pretty inefficient day across the board, but especially from Devonsta. I mean, he ended with 24, but it wasn't the best 24 in the world. He was settling for a lot of tough twos, and he wasn't
Same
making his
thing every
threes.
time.
The the worry is that he has games like this where he struggles to get to good spots and get to high percentage looks, and then the next day or the day before this, in this case, he had 43 points and everything looked super easy.
Yeah, it was really ugly. I'm seeing 5 assists. That's a smokescreen type of 5 assists because he would get doubled eventually. He had 24 shots. He gets doubled. He kicks it. Richie Saunders hit like two bail me out threes, cut the game, that sort of thing. He's got to stop with the super long steps into like a fadeaway corner, not like 16-foot corner mid range that's smothered. Like we got you. It goes in 30% of the time. It's the most gorgeous 30%. But like I'm seeing Reggie Saunders was 7 for 13, whatever he was, 7 for 11 here. Like maybe we kick that one more. We try to get that
Yeah.
those 5 assists to 7 assists, those 24. shots you took or only like 18 on the same, that usually helps teams win. Now this dude's getting picked top three. He's the best player ever out of whatever. Um, there's little tweaks like that that literally just don't fly in the league.
Yeah, they don't. And this offense, we've seen them win and kind of look disjointed like this. We've also seen them win and it look like really smooth and
Mhm.
buttery, and it's awesome. The defense is probably going to come back to haunt them at some point here. Lack thereof.
Yeah, but I would like compare the lack of defense to like Alabama, how we always say
Yeah.
that. Except they just like seem a bit more complete defensively, and I'm not sure why. They have a G leaguer too, right? They started this whole thing. They got that dude that also has a mohawk, a huge dude, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
Um,
They would be the type to get one though. They're big NIL new rules school.
yeah, like whatever it is, it's none of these guys. I think it's this dude. Oh yeah, he's trash anyway, so whatever. Um, but if they're big enough, if they're quick enough, like I would pick them and just hope they outscore the other team, sort of thing. But I don't need all these 24 jumper, whatever,
Yeah.
because that's super impressive, but doesn't lead to wins mathematically. So we'll see. I have no problem picking them far in March, but
Yeah. Here's my question for you now that we're talking about this high-powered offense stuff a little bit. Would say we're in the Sweet 16 or wherever we are. Does BYU have more trouble stopping Alabama, or does Alabama have more trouble stopping BYU?
Alabama has more trouble stopping BYU
I agree.
because Alabama's defense is worse, is how I'd answer that.
I think BYU has the capabilities to play
Mhm.
good defense as a team. They just have to do it.
I agree. Absolutely. Should we move to Tuesday?
Tuesday.
All right, well, Michigan State should have lost to Rutgers. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but they definitely should have lost. Jeremy Fears was great, but his great started with about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter into overtime. So he wasn't great the whole game. Ended up having a great stat line. All you need to do is be great. If you're going to play a team like Rutgers, all you need to do is be great in that end of the game. That's what he was. Little number 99. Don't know how he's number 99 playing basketball, playing on a basketball court, but number 99 hit the shot to send it to overtime. Obviously, better team's going to win in overtime, sort of thing. And it's not just like a better or worse type of team. This is Rutgers is really horrible. Michigan State's pretty good. We'll see how good they are on Friday. But um, yeah, I guess I was actively hate watching them. I lost, but good for them to get a win and not drop one to Rutgers. They would have dropped from 7 to literally unranked. Rutgers is so bad, but they pulled it off.
Yeah, Michigan State, they're so well coached, obviously.
Yeah.
So you kind of can't really give up on them mid-season, even though when you look at their roster and what guys are averaging and they're doing outside of Jeremy Fears, it would be so easy to.
Mhm.
But again, like this is well-coached, hardworking athletes, two-loss team in some way, shape, or form. So who am I to say?
Yeah, no, I agree. And then speaking of horrible teams, like I want to see Rutgers play Notre Dame and just say, well, I wouldn't personally watch it because I like college basketball too much to watch that game, but I'm curious what the final score would be. Um, Notre Dame was up like 13 to 20 the whole entire game against Virginia. Now Virginia's a fantastic defensive team, very fundamentally sound there. Gave up 97, I guess double overtime, but still, like, they don't even give up 50 points usually. 97 to a horrible Notre Dame team, and they won. So whatever. I mean, they put it in the past. They already ran in practice yesterday. Coach wasn't happy, sort of thing, and whatever. But it's like it's crazy that these teams just drop games that they had won.
Yeah,
It's still grown men versus grown men.
yeah.
On paper, it's like, oh, obviously they lost that game. They were up literally 17 points with like 10 to play. I don't know. It's the same thing. Like there, like Providence saw the same thing. Like they should all blow up their coaching staff. No
You,
disrespect. Shout out Shrewsbury.
you can see it in even all these conferences too, because like George Washington was beating St. Louis throughout the first 75% of the game.
Saw
The
Avia hit the game winner or whatever.
the Massachusetts Minutemen were dogging Miami of Ohio for the first half,
Yeah.
and the better team just made out and won.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's like I see Miami, Ohio does literally every single game.
every
Not to
game.
be so literal, use that word 10 times in a row here, but literally Miami, Ohio does this every single game. And good on them. That means they're battle tested or whatever, but does that mean they're not actually that much better than they just are better shooters? They're better free throw shooters, exactly what that comes down to. Because maybe I'll still pick a better free throw shooting team in March, but
Yeah,
I probably not once they're ranked like 16th in the country
right.
going into March Madness. It's like, oh, mathematically they're a 4 seed and they're like an 8 seed, and I have to pick them or like Alabama. Like I'm probably not picking Miami, Ohio, you know?
Hmm.
So, but like, good on them. I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting against UConn. It's painful to root against them because they go down 10 every game. It's like, woohoo, let me shut this off. And I realize they're playing
Always
the
win.
Big East, so they always win. Dan Hurley's not going to lose. He's just going to like make sure he can be a jackass and this and that, you know? So he loves the whole like, oh, look at me, we're gonna lose to Providence. Win, you know.
Never
Kim
lose to
English,
Providence.
yeah. No, but Kim English is heading the door soon.
UConn undefeated in the Big East, still no avenue to break that at all.
I mean, I don't even know who they would pretend to lose to.
Yeah,
It seems like everyone, every single game, they're
yeah.
ready to lose, and it's like, all right, they're not gonna lose. But I just
Talk to
thought
me about what you liked from Nebraska, Michigan, and what you didn't like, because honestly, there was a lot to not like.
I loved. I'll start with the bad guys, who are not actually bad guys because I'm indifferent. They just happen to be very good and happen to be in the Big Ten with the good guys. Nebraska runs literally a picture perfect offense. And I mean, that's what you get. There's a lot of 3-point shooting, a lot of top of the key, quick release, whatever that was landing like nobody's business in the first half, didn't land in the second half. That's what you get. And then it just really came down to Michigan is very not handsy on defense, but it doesn't matter because they turn it over so much.
Yeah,
But it does matter on the flip because it came down to Nebraska was in the bonus, double bonus so much faster than Michigan was if Michigan even ended up in it at all. And that's partially because Michigan's a more aggressive team. They're bigger, stronger. You can just watch the game and see that they're bigger, stronger. Yaxel's being guarded by someone 30 pounds less and calls himself a 2-3. Yaxel calls himself a 4 in college. Now they'll bump him down to a 3 in the league next year and whatnot. But there was stuff like that. But that made it a painful watch to see Elliot Cadeau and whoever just zipping it out of bounds and this and that when I was watching the basketball game and Morez Johnson got a switch and there was like a super thin kid on him. It's like little stuff like that. I assume Dusty May. Honestly, Dusty May should have not let in the stadium at practice. He should have run outside of the stadium in shorts and a beater, and until he was too cold to stop running, he should have just done windsurfs. It was so painful watching him, but he does make beautiful passes. That's the most painful part about watching
yeah,
him. It's like it's 2 turnovers per assist sort of thing. It seems like, even though it's obviously mathematically not. But
yeah.
that one assist is so damn pretty. Like he split the lane and he alley, like no look alley, you rah rah. It's like please just like you're able to do this. Why are you zipping it around the court? Like did you not see that they're in a zone? You're throwing it right to the wrong team, sort of thing. So there's like a bunch of little things that aren't so little because they're repetitive.
Hmm.
They're acknowledged, they're known. I obviously trust my Wolverines. I'm very happy to see they closed it out after leading just about none of the game. Maybe if they played again, Nebraska doesn't start the game so hot, Michigan wins by more. Maybe Michigan doesn't turn it over, they win by more. Or maybe Nebraska doesn't go ice cold in the second half, sort of thing. It's a more balanced game and beat Michigan, who fouls more, sort of thing. So they seem very, very even. On paper, I would take Michigan. Vegas had Michigan. Vegas lost that game. Um, yeah, that was a fun watch though.
Nebraska, a big part of their defense is like limiting getting beat from the inside out,
Hmm.
limiting entry inside the paint. And Michigan is so paint dominant. Even Yaxel is a three-level scorer, and he's the third tallest guy on the floor. So they kind of need to get the ball to every level of the front court when they're in their offensive sets. So it was a tough matchup. Elliot Cadeau had 8 turnovers, and he
It
still
was
played
8.
them.
Wow.
Nobody on his team played more minutes than him.
It's it's because Kaysen was so terrible as well, actually.
Yeah, and Nebraska's guards are enough to make it tough on the other team's guards. That's something that's been an identity for them this year. A little Sam Hoiberg and Jamarcus Lawrence. Like,
Hoiberg is a pest. I know
yeah,
he's daddy's son, whatever. But he's a pest. He was annoying to watch. I don't know if he's like has any skill, but he was zipping around. It's so obvious he was the coach's son. That's not a diss. That's just like the way he played. It was like I'm gonna just throw myself in front of everyone, be annoying, and I know my dad's gonna be like, "How was that a block, not a charge?" sort of thing. And sometimes it works. He was picking up steals. Some of his steals were easier than others because Elliott would give it to him. Whoever would just give it to him. Amari Burnett had some turnovers here and there, whatever. He was a good player, and their NBA coach led.
yeah.
You know,
And what
he
do
was
you
a bull
know?
at some point.
They play active defense and they shoot threes, and they're
Mhm.
NBA coach led.
Right,
No
exactly.
way.
It's surprise. Yeah. I think,
Michigan won the rebound battle by 12,
mhm.
and
That's
that's going to be their calling card in big games. Is they are they are bigger than you, even if you're Arizona. Michigan is bigger than you
I mean, Mara is so big. Morez is so big.
and
Jackson
plays
is
bigger.
so strong. Yeah. And they all play bigger, but they can't because those three will play on the same court at the same time. Sometimes someone has to play the three. We can't all be there's only two blocks. And if you have a 7-3 guy
Mhm.
like Mara and he takes those super long steps, there's only one block, you know?
Yeah,
He needs the whole lane. So I mean Morez like they're both developing a three sort of thing, but I don't know, like they gotta just play a little stronger. It's a good 3-point shooting team, but it doesn't need to be a 3-point shooting team at all, really.
yeah. It doesn't need to be, but it would have helped them a lot if they had some more 3-point efficiency against a
Definitely.
defense like Nebraska. Another
Sanford got 18 of them up, sorry.
Big Ten shock. The Hoosiers, the basketball school, beat
Right.
Purdue, I want to say on accident, but they were winning basically the whole game.
They literally just beat them to a pulp. I want to see this is one of the games where I went on Twitter after and saw all the Fletcher Lawyer comms.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. Like you're 3 for 10. Like he plays 32 minutes. He has two assists. He just doesn't do anything. He's supposed to be like the best sniper ever, you know?
And this was not a good Braden Smith game, but the weird thing about this game, it was not necessarily a great game from anyone from Indiana, or at least not people we would expect.
He's on it. Like Smith is really terrible every single time he plays Indiana. I don't know why, but it's obviously like partially coincidence. I don't think he goes into Assembly Hall, whatever it's called, and he's like shivering his timbers. 14's fine. But yeah, we're really random across the board here. Like Clough has 2 points for them. Then we have, yeah, like who is Dorn? Like, who is this guy?
Tucker Reeves only takes 7 shots in this game, and
I
they
saw
upset
him hit
Purdue.
two of them. Like the Enright kid, they play all 40 minutes. He's so little and he's so annoying. Like he doesn't do anything, but just I think he's like a great on-ball defender.
This is a good win for Indiana. I mean, at home with the in-state matchup against Purdue, like that's cool.
They need all these. They already have
Yeah, they do.
losses. They're not winning the Big Ten. You know, it's not going to be a fun thing like when Ed Cooley won it like however long ago. Like, there's not going to be one of that in the Big Ten. It's way too good.
Yeah,
You got to pick up like they got to go win whatever their next game is in their next game, and then find themselves like ranked 25th in the world, so, like at some point this season and figure
yeah,
it out there. Because 14-7 is cute, getting cuter, but it's not.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Before they beat Purdue, they're playing in Dayton on Tuesday.
Right? Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. No, it's not where my.
Speaking of not Dayton on Tuesday and the NIT the next week, Kentucky lost by 25 to
I don't know. You.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, you take all Kentucky. I saw a video of them like all rah rah before the game. And it was like, this is so sick until we're obviously about to lose by 35 in a game that we should win. And they legit lost by 35 in a game they could have, not should have won.
Yeah. They had 9 guys play. They all played more than 10 minutes. Only 2 of the 9 scored more than 5 points.
Yeah, look at this. Like, what am I looking at?
25% from three. Vanderbilt
Two,
made
four,
five
four,
more
three,
threes than
two,
them.
oh, five from the guys that played and didn't score over
Yeah.
15.
I don't
Yeah,
even know who this one dude is that started on Andre Ja. Jelovic.
Yeah,
I've never
don't
seen
look
him.
at
I've
me.
watched a lot of Kentucky because they're Kentucky. They're always on national television.
Yeah, beats
They
me.
probably shouldn't be anymore. And Vanderbilt looked good.
They're literally just so fun, and they're still like a little short-handed. They
No
got the
Duke
nickel
Miles.
dude. They got Tanner. They got McLaughlin. Like,
They're playing super big without Duke Miles. Like it's basically three
yeah,
power forwards and Tyler
they don't have,
Tanner.
yeah, they don't have the six man right off the bench. He was a Michigan Wolverine, whatever. It's not Doug McDaniels, but like the other one, the even older one. They
Mhm.
got him there too. All the three guards numbers are 0, 1, or 1, 2, and 3. I think like number two, whatever. But no, it's like a fun team. I'm just gonna actively root for them, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
there's no
Bottom
reason
half
not
out.
to.
Like, this is pretty cool from them. They really kicked them pretty good here. Kentucky's now 14-7, so everything I just said about Indiana
Indiana.
is the same exact thing.
Right,
Kentucky
Kentucky needs
has,
like they need to pick up a solid one here.
I know, like they play a solid one every single game, and they just don't win them, So it's not like, oh, here they go, gotta get this one. Then they lose. You just say you gotta get the next one. That's what am I? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they play Saturday, just out of curiosity, at Arkansas.
No, that's a long game there. That's a long game. That might be one of your A cuff 40 balls. That could be one of your Malik Thomas 30 on 8 made threes sort of game.
They
Like
will
that
be
could be a
picking
long.
that one up.
Yeah, I probably won't pick them there.
Yeah. But yesterday, there were just a couple ranked matchups. Houston beat TCU by 9 in a game that TCU hung around for most of it. I was watching a lot of this game last night.
Jesus.
Um, Kingston Fleming's again, really good.
So that
Chris,
was like 27, 5,
Chris
and 5. I checked last night.
Chris Sinak gets a little more active, 14 rebounds. I feel like just stick him in the paint a little bit more. I mean, he got 5 offensive rebounds, or just have him crash.
Yeah.
And then Sharp was there. The thing with Sharp and Uzan, it's really just usually one's on and one's off based off sheer volume and what they get based on what Flemings is doing on a given day, which wasn't really what we expected, but
Yeah.
they hold on and get their win against TCU.
Yeah, I got nothing for that game. I was just looking at the game right after that. That says 95-48,
Yeah, Florida 95,
led
South
by
Carolina 48.
OTE legend Eli Ellis led the way for all 48 of South Carolina. Well, he didn't have all 40, nothing of it, but they had 48 points led by overtime elite legend Eli Ellis, and they lost by 87,000 points.
Yeah.
And they let everyone on Florida. They only needed to play however long, 25 minutes. Everyone was efficient. Everyone was good. Besides Condon's actually trash. He's there. You can't draft him with even like pick 2000, but he was fine.
He's not a pro.
No, he's not a pro. He's actually very good the other day. But
Tom Howe's pro.
yeah, Tom Ha, like it's the same 18 on this, and that. Like the Ruben dude didn't miss a single shot. He's 70.
Rebounds.
Like Xavier Lee just can't put the ball in the basket. Like 9 assists, we take that. They're like Robert of Boogie Fland, 10, 4, and 6. Like obviously 3 turnovers, whatever. But he
It's a
was
good
that.
day though.
Yeah, but that's a good day for him. They turned it right back over. Like what? Oh, he didn't turn it over to fast break layups. They only put the ball in the basket like 10 times all game. South Carolina did. Then you look at the bench here, like got these random dudes up at 20, 16, 15 minutes. That's because they could have been. They could have played the whole second half.
Mhm.
That's gross there. I just want to chime in there. I see there was a Big East game too. I don't know if you wanted to touch on that Florida game.
I mean, St. John's beat
Just
Butler
better.
pretty handily as they should. Dylan Mitchell is officially St. John's second best player. Clap it up.
Oh, Captain Ass.
Yeah, Captain Asses. He actually played good in this one, but St. John's is still one of the Big East teams that we're not so sure we can trust. I just had one more comment about Houston, and then we can get out. They are a five-man team.
Yeah.
Their bench almost gives them nothing every game.
Yeah, but you see Kelvin Sampson post on Instagram, definitely on his like burner or whatever. Like I know damn well he runs that damn Houston basketball account. These guys, like most jacked human beings you've ever seen, they have to like run a mile in under 4 minutes, sort of thing. And these poor bench players have to do that to not play. But these starters have to do that to run a mile every single
Mhm.
game and not get tired. So, I mean, you take what you can get there. He knows what he's recruiting. He knows how he coaches. That is a lot, though, and it's a very, very extreme 5, 6 man roster that they do. Obviously, some guys cycle in just to be spark plugs defensively, but I wouldn't even be surprised if they're told don't shoot the ball. Like you're next to all these shooters, like go get me a stop, and if you have a fast break, take it. Make sure you get fouled or get the bucket.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's weird how they do it, but they do it. They never, Kellen Sampson never loses.
yeah, it's true. Not so much anyway. Still, the move to the Big 12 was going to happen. Still 18-2.
Right, yeah. Surprise.
Doesn't matter. All right, well, that's up to speed from Saturday up until last night. We got some exciting ones this weekend, starting with Michigan and Michigan State on Friday night.
Michigan State, you said?
Yeah.
I saw that line was 1.5 for the away team, the good guys, which the only reason I would call that crazy is because they just did Nebraska dirty, making it 10.5. And there's just no way being home or away is that crazy
Yeah.
of a difference. And I just don't see. I never understood the line. I'm glad Vegas was wrong. The line ended up being exactly where I would in that Nebraska game, exactly what I would have guessed with like a 3.5, 4.5 for
Mhm.
Michigan. That's how it ended. Now this Michigan game, who knows? Buzzer beater at 3. Michigan wins by 1. Vegas wins. Michigan State covers sort of thing. But I just matchup wise, Michigan State has like Kohler. Um, for like the big bump you around type of guy. Michigan, obviously, I've spoken on who they have. And then it's just two pass first guards. They're not huge scorers. One obvious Fear is obviously a bit bigger of a scorer than Elliott, but they're both like they score in waves if they want. I need the turnover numbers to be down but from both of them.
Mhm.
Just speaking on the matter of having a good basketball game. But I would say my Wolverines pull it out 81-75.
Yeah, by a few.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
The cover there.
Yeah. Give me your thoughts. Saturday, Sunday. Game of the day Saturday is BYU, Kansas. Game of the day Sunday is Illinois, Nebraska.
What's a matter of whether um Nebraska's gonna beat Illinois, I would say. Because Nebraska, I didn't even see where that game is.
At home for Nebraska.
Nebraska coming off a loss where they know they should have won. Illinois coming off a win where they know they should have lost. Their 46 points is not something you can just be like, hey, can you do that again? And Nebraska, I mean, they got ice cold. They're not going to go 2 halves in a row ice cold.
Mhm.
I'd be surprised if it's a crazy margin in one way or another, but I'll go Nebraska there. It's a matter of if Darren plays. I assume he's going to fight to play.
Yeah.
I'll never question how hurt he really is. But if there's a game to fight to play, it would
Yeah.
probably be this one. That's
Against
cool.
AJ.
Right, exactly.
That's
Like the
cool.
first whatever of the game, get a switch and it's 1 versus 2, like 1 versus 3, whatever you want to play it. It's 1 versus 2. But um I would take I would take who's home there?
Kansas is home.
I would take Kansas at home, BYU to lose 2 in a row if Darren plays. And I would say that one is a little that one's like a little higher scoring.
I think so.
Um,
Higher scoring.
There's the volume there. Both guys look good. Maybe like a 88-80. Kansas gets them.
What if Darren doesn't play?
Then I'm gonna go BYU wins
Yeah.
84 to like 70.
Yeah. They're gonna struggle to score points. And
Yeah, I just
BYU
have
we'll
go
see
sorry.
if this is a moment for BYU to have some defensive juice about themselves.
Mhm. Yeah, but I mean, I just gave Darren Peterson, I just made him to be a 25-point swing type of player, but he literally might be.
Yeah.
So he gets the ball every single possession down. So they have Melvin Counsell and whoever, but it's just like it would be a different game. It's not a matter of how many points he's worth. It's a different game. So that's my swing there. If he plays, I take Kansas at home. Kansas, it's super hard to play there.
Mhm.
Obviously, as everyone knows they'll be at that game. I saw they're camped out. They're excited for it.
Mhm.
If not, I don't think the lights are too bright for anyone on BYU. AJ loves it. Rob's seen it. Saunders has
Yeah.
seen it, and then the others are just big guys who get the ball. What are you scared to grab
Yeah.
and even shoot the basketball. So those would be my predictions.
No, I think that's fair. I'm curious to see. if Kansas is at full strength for that game. And if they are, it's going to have a lot of eyes from the NBA world on it too, which is super exciting. It always is.
I agree.
So that's the recap for the week. Hope you guys enjoyed getting getting filled up on some ball knowledge, talking about the best teams in the country and what they did and what they're doing. And we will be back to talk about these games and the other games that happen soon.